Jennie Finch is known as one of the greatest softball players, and if not the greatest pitcher to have ever played the game. Today, Jennie comes to Mission Viejo for her Jennie Finch softball camp. Join us as we talk with Jennie about her camp, all her success on the diamond, and what's in store for her future. This is Coach's Corner. I'm Paul Higgins, and all the action starts right now. Hello everybody, I'm Paul Higgins and welcome once again on location in the city of Mission Viejo. Today we're back at the softball fields at Alicia Park with a special guest. She's in day one of her two-day camp, and this is Jennie Finch. And Jennie, welcome to Coach's Corner. You are as beautiful in person as you are on your website.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
And I went on your website today and you said you just redone it, and that's for the big push. I'm sure you're on the road. The camp here in Mission Viejo, the girls, I've been watching them all day. You have different stations and you're very methodic about doing it. The girls, what kind of feedback are you getting from your camp?
It's always great. This is the best part about being who I am, is being able to get out in the field and share my passion and love with campers all over the country. And we have hitting, fielding, outfield, infield, pitching. We do it all in these 2 days, and it's awesome. These kids are, here at 6 a.m., ready to go, playing catch, excited to be on the field, and it's great. We had a great day one and looking forward to being back here tomorrow.
Your thoughts, you grew up in La Mirada. You and I were just talking about, you went to La Mirada High School. I actually saw a guy that recognized you that you went to school with today. How funny is that?
Yes, yes. I'm in my backyard here.
Yeah,
I love it, I love it.
And your mother-in-law's out, but a very important person in your life was your dad growing up, in the sense of he helped you, he noticed something in you. And then I know you've told the story several times, but can you tell me about that relationship and how special that was? Because if he doesn't recognize that you have the talent, you might be in a different sport. You might not even be here today. Definitely,
definitely. He's my backbone. I mean, from day one, he was the one that sat on the bucket, hours and hours and hours. And he was the one that made me practice when I didn't want to practice. He's the one that was my confidence when I didn't have confidence. So without him, I definitely wouldn't be here, and people wouldn't be coming to my camp. That's for sure. Doubt. So I'm very appreciative and grateful.
Your thoughts about the camp? I know sometimes the days can become long. You do a lot of talking, you do a lot of inspiring. The feedback that you get from the girls, the little girls ever come up to you and say, man, thank you so much, or I really like what you said about this, or that drill really helped me? What's that feedback all about?
They do. It's amazing. And I just came out with a book, Throw Like a Girl, and just to hear these young girls.
Throw Like a Girl.
Yes,
I like that.
Yes. Just came out. I'm super excited about it, and it's so great just to hear young girls say, I can relate to that story, or that happened to me, and they just feel that connection and feed off that connection. And that's what we try to do with camp, is just try to, relate to them and say, we've been through there. It's not an easy sport. It's a tough sport. We're gonna, you're gonna have good days. You're gonna have bad days, and just try to encourage them along their way, and share the life lessons that we've learned through the game with them. And it's awesome. I mean, it's my dream to meet you, or can I have a hug? And so many things over and over. It's amazing.
And I know that we waited a little bit for you because you had only about 200 girls waiting to get your autograph. That line went around the bases, and that probably never gets old. I know it's tiring sometimes, but it probably never gets old.
Definitely not. Luis Gonzalez, Arizona Diamondback, once said, when you're not asking for the autograph, then there's problems. So when people are asking, life's pretty good. So no, it's awesome. And I still have to pinch myself. I'm a softball player. It's crazy. And, to think of, these young girls wanting your autograph, it's pretty neat.
And you said you're a softball player, but you're also a businesswoman. You're a mom. You're a wife. You're traveling around the country. You've done a lot of TV, but you're a good person, and I think if they don't come out to see that you're a good person, it could be a lot different. Your values, does it come from the family? Does it come from how coaches? Where does that come from?
Definitely, I think my family. My parents always kept things in perspective, and it wasn't always about me and the bigger picture, and God gave me this gift, and to be able to use it for Him and His glory. And He's opened some incredible doors, and so many of those lessons and hardships, looking back at my career, it's like those things shaped who I am today. I was turned down from an autograph, and I remember how that felt as a young girl.
Who was that?
I won't go there.
Okay.
But, and I was like, I will never be that girl, and even like having rough teammates to deal with, or bad parents, or I had a coach tell me I'd never be a championship pitcher when I was 12 years old. So those things, looking back, it's like those help shape who I am today. And it's you know, it's so amazing. And that's one thing with this campus. I want these girls to know who I am at the end of the day, and know that, you know, they know me,
right.
And not just the softball player, but the person that I am. And these life lessons that I've learned have carried with me way beyond the field, and I think they get that after these 2 days.
The challenging part of pitching, what was that as you started to grow up? Was it to keep your arm healthy, or was it the mental side? Obviously you have great physical ability. What was the challenging part as you progressed and started to dominate?
I think, you know, the pressure, the mental side of it, most definitely. Physically I had it, but it was believing in myself and, you know, dealing with those pressure situations as, you know, college coaches started looking, and then you get the hype of, you know, being a top recruit and going to, you know, one of the top college programs in the country. So I think dealing with the pressure and living up to expectation,
right.
And, you know, staying there. I think too, as you progress, it's like, okay, the more you pitch, the more other people know you too. So
right.
It keeps you on your toes as far as, you know, I still have to get better. I still have to, you know, make sure all my pitches are, you know, working and breaking and creating new pitches,
right.
And, you know, I think changing up my routine and, you know, not being predictable as a pitcher.
Well, great athletes, and I know that you have enjoyed your career. We'll talk more about that, and also go into her college career and then into the Olympics. We're talking with Jenny Finch, and welcome to Coach's Corner. We'll be back with more right after this on location in the city of Mission Viejo.